welcome back to my Alipearl highlighter wig DIY part 2. All right, so this is how the wig turned out after I toned it with purple shampoo, washed it with some regular shampoo, and then I conditioned it with silicone mix. So this is the color payout that it turned out. It's all over highlights, and we're just gonna go in and flat iron it with my nano titanium flat iron. This is my favorite flat iron to use. Oh my god, it just will silk out anything. So I will definitely leave that information down below, because I do get asked a lot what flat irons I use, and I will leave it down below. Now this flat iron does get sold out a lot, and it is in like maybe the $120 price range, but best friends, it is so worth it. I promise you, it's so worth it, the investment. But yeah, so I'm gonna just go through the entire wig and just flat iron it. And like I said in my first video, when I did the highlights, I folded the highlights into a smaller foil, and you can see where in the highlights I folded it into the foils, because it is a gradient. It goes like lighter and darker. Next time I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna just use foils that goes to the length of the hair. You know, it's a little bit of extra work, but I feel like it's gonna have a better payout at the end. And the hair lifted very well, and it is still silky smooth after processing this hair. I did not have any shedding for me to even be processing this hair, so it did turn out super well. So I am going to just go ahead and flat iron this on camera, and then when I do the install, I'll come back and do the commentary. Oh, y'all know I like my edges flat. So I like to use my stove hot comb and my wax stick, and I put a little bit of wax on the front of the hairline, only a little bit. Do not go overboard, because you will have oily hair. So only do a little bit, and I'm using my flat iron, my pressing comb to press the edges out so it can be super flat. So let's install this wig. I'm gonna apply this wig on my head. This is technically a glueless method because I am not using adhesive to apply this wig. I'm going to use Boho Liquid Gold. All right. So I'm just going to adjust the wig onto my head and make sure that it's fitting how I want it to fit. I really didn't go in and pluck this hairline like I could have. So like the hairline is basically really kind of generic, which is okay because a lot of people don't like to plug hairlines, and I'm just showing you what the hairline looks like straight out the box. I did add baby hairs to it because I'm a baby hair type of person. All right, so I'm gonna take my Boho Liquid Gold, right? And this is the easiest applications that one can do for themselves. If you are a sweater, this is not the hair, adhesive. I don't even want to call this adhesive, but the hair, this is not the product for you if you're a sweater. All right, I don't sweat on my forehead, so this will last me a while. So I'll put I will work in sections. I will do the middle, then side to side. I will put some Boho Liquid Gold and I will spread it out evenly. You do not want a thick layer because this is a runnier product and it will seep through your lace, and you don't want that. All right, so you want to thin it out, spread it out, thin it out as thin as possible, and then you want to pull your wig in place to where you want it to sit and blow dry it down. And I use warm heat to blow dry it down, and then I change it to cool heat to see what areas are still kind of wet, and then I'll go back to warm to finish the drying process. Okay, so that's basically all I'm doing, and this is the easiest install. A lot of you guys see my natural hair on social media recently, and it's basically almost to my butt, and I got a lot of questions about my edges and like how do I have all my edges, and it's basically how you put on your wigs and take off your wigs. A lot of you guys don't take the time to let your wig, when you guys use an actual glue, you don't take the time to let your wig actually come up like using the proper products. Like I use the easiest method to do is getting in a shower and let the water run on your hair, because if it is white glue, then it's water based, and if you wet it long enough, it'll come up. But a lot of you guys pull your wigs off, and that's the reason why that a lot of you guys do not have edges. So you want to make sure that you are not tugging your wig, and you also want to make sure that your wig is not too small, because a lot of you guys have that problem. You are applying too small of wigs on your hairlines, and it is stressing your hairline out, and that is another way that you can lose edges. All right, so you want to make sure that your wig fits you perfectly. All right, so if you're buying wigs online, you need to make sure you know what size the cap is and everything. You need to know your measurements. Go to the store, get some measuring tapes, measure your circumference. That is the one of there's circumference in from the front of your hairline to the back of your hairline. Those are the two main measurements that you want to know when it comes to you buying wigs. All right, so and lately I've been using liquid gold instead of actual glue, and this is water based too, but this is super water based to where if any type of water touches it, this thing is coming off. So I like using this especially for me because I switch out my wig so much, especially for YouTube. So liquid gold is the best product for me. And yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Everything that I use will be down below in the description box for you guys. Again, this hair is from Alipearl. If you're interested in this wig, I will have the details down below in the description for you guys. If you remake this wig, make sure you tag me on social media so I can see your beautiful units. And until next time, bye, best friends.